Hi fellow traders, I'm making this video to share my trading plan of GBP USD with you. So I'm going to illustrate the entire analysis on daily, 4-hour and 1-hour time frames, and I'll tell you every single factor that I have taken into account to figure out a sell position on the GBP USD. I have taken my sell position at 1.39119 precisely as per my chart. So I'll start with the daily time frame now. You can see that the market has already been in the downtrend because it has been trading below this MACD predictor after closing of this candle on February 26, and it is still trading below this MACD predictor. MACD predictor is right here, and today's candle seems to be closing like a bearish engulfing candle, which also supports our bearish idea. I'll take you to the 4-hour time frame for further explanation. If you watched my previous video, you may have learned about this AB equals CD development, or maybe there was other ABCD, AB equal CD, and my target was 1.396 and that was already hit. But if we look at the bigger picture, this can also be a ABCD on 4-hour time frame, and this ABCD has been completed right at the Fibonacci retracement 50% of AB, whereas I'm talking about this bigger AB, where this will be the A, this will be the B, and this will be the C, and CD development to the downside will take place. So this smaller ABCD has been completed, and this can just be an ABCD retracement, and market can continue to the downside. That's why I have taken my sell position right after formation of this bearish engulfing 4-hour candle. And the closing of this candle, you can see, is 1.39119, and that is where I placed my sell position. The market price is not very different from my entry price. It's just like 9 pips below. So either you can place a sell limit at 39119, or you can open a market order right now. Even if you open a market sell trade right now at the current price, your risk and reward will still be very good, because reward here is 180 pips, whereas the risk is something around 97 or 100 pips. So 100 pips versus 180 pips is what we have in this trade. So if you're watching the video, you can take the sell position. Now let's talk about how did I figure out or determine the target. Target can be determined in two or three ways. If we look at the bigger picture, the previous trend was an uptrend, and I have pointed this as X, because from X to A this was a very significant upward movement, and market fell down and almost broke this Fibonacci retracement 61.8% of XA here, but then it couldn't continue to the downside. So basically this entire consolidation was a indecision period when market was trying to go to the downside, but this was a sort of like unsuccessful breakout. So market returned from Fibonacci retracement 61.8% of this previous move XA, and then it made a ABCD retracement to the upside, and then it's falling to the downside. So when it's now falling to the downside, the next level will be obviously 78.6% of XA from X to A. So 78.6% of XA is here. So this will be a support 37.32. If we look at the ABCD, I have plotted the expansion of ABCD, and the very first target of ABCD is 61.8% of AB, which is here, and next will be 100% of AB, or you can say AB equals CD. So let's not talk about the 100% level, let's talk about this target 61.8% of AB. So there we have two support. One is 78.6% of this XA, another is 61.8% of this AB drawn from the C. So from C to this point, this length will be the 60, from this to this length will be 61.8% of AB. Another way is to find out 127.2% of the BC, that is the total retracement. So total retracement is from this point to this point. So if we plot a tool from here to here and find out the 127.2%, let me correct it, 127.2% of BC, that is the total retracement, then this will give us this target. So basically we have a support cluster here, and there are three different support levels which are making the support cluster. This is the support cluster. So I am placing my target at the very first lines, neither at 78.6% of XA nor at 127.2% of BC, but at the nearest target, 61.8% of AB, because I just want to exit as soon as possible, because nobody knows when market can return, or nobody knows what news can perhaps impact the trade in upcoming days. However, I saw the calendar and scheduled events. There is no news until Tuesday, when retail sales from the USA will be released, and I guess the retail sales will also be either positive, I mean more than forecast, or somehow similar to the forecast. Because if we look at the previous data like CPI and non-farm payroll, both were kind of like NFP was positive, and unemployment rate declined by 0.1%. Last time CPI was exactly similar to the forecast, but core CPI was 0.1% less than the forecast. So I think the retail sales will be kind of like something similar to the forecast. It will not deviate much. So even if the position will not be closed before the release of retail sales from USA on Tuesday, we can still hold the position. And let's see whether or not this position gets closed before Tuesday at Tuesday at 30 p.m. So we have a lot of time. We have almost a whole New York session today, then entire Monday, and Asian and London session of Tuesday before the release of the retail sales from the US. So maybe this trade will already get completed. So let's now talk about the stop loss. Stop loss will obviously be above point C. So if you're watching my video, you can place the stop loss something like this. The high of this swing, or you can say the point C, is 40044. So you can place your SL something around 4010, 1.4010. 6 pips above, because I think 2 or 3 pips can be your spread, and we still don't know that the price of your broker or my broker is similar to the interbank price. So we should place our SL 2-3 pips further beyond the point C. So point C is 4004 plus 2 pips spread, plus let's say 3 pips for the difference between the prices of the broker. So 4010 or 4007, that will be your SL if you want to place the SL and do not want to watch the market. Otherwise, I'll suggest to look at the closing of the 4-hour candle. I personally am going to look at the closing of 4-hour candle, because sometimes what happens is market temporarily go a few pips beyond the SL and then it returns back. So it just takes your stop and comes back, just like what happened here. If you look at this candle made a wick slightly above this previous candle and then fell down. So the people who were trading this kind of pattern like this ABCD, and the people who plotted who placed their SL right above this point would have been stopped out. But the people who watched closing above this point would not get stopped out, because price went and came below the point C. They will just have to adjust their target, because they will have new point C for calculation of this ABCD kind of development. So I suggest you to keep watching, keep monitoring the market, and close the trade if and only if a 4-hour candle will close beyond point C by a significant number of pips. At least it should be something like more than the difference here. Here the difference was, the high of this candle was 40.56 and the high of this candle was 40.16.4. So there was a difference of 11 pips. So basically last time market had gone 11 pips beyond the previous high, but then it returned back and it continued. So at least we should see a close above point C, at least 12 or 13 pips above. To be very safe, let's take 15 pips for the difference. So if market will close at least 15 pips above this point C, then we should close the position. And even if we add 15 pips extra, our stop loss will not be bigger than our take profit, because our stop loss here is 96 pips. If we add 15 pips extra, it will be 96 plus 15, that is 111 pips stop loss, or you can say the pips on the risk, and we have 180 pips on the reward. So our reward is still greater than the risk. So that's how I'm going to trade this. Now if we look at the 1 hour time frame, all the criterion on 1 hour time frame was fulfilled already when moving average crossover took place after closing of this small doji sort of candle. Simultaneously RSI crossed below 50. Nevertheless, I did not take sell position right here. I waited for the closing of 4 hour candle, and then I take position when 4 hour candle closed here at 39.11.9 to be precise. So that's all about my observation on 4 hour, 1 hour and daily time frame, and let's see what happens. And thank you for watching. If you want to comment, go to forex analysis page of our website keonconsultancy.com. sign up for free using your Facebook or Google ID, and you'll be able to comment. Comments on YouTube are disabled.